G'day everyone, it's Justin and Scott, a couple of dads again from BRRRRRM Australia, coming to you today from a 2018 Kia Stinger. Now mate, I'm pretty excited about getting this car because
we've been waiting for a while, haven't we?
We've been
really keen to try it out.
Yeah, because I think this is the game changer for Kia, definitely. And I thought we'd try this one out. This is the entry-level model. This is the Kia Stinger 200S. There is a V6 version, which we're going to try out in a couple of weeks, which I'm very excited about that one. That's the twin-turbo V6 version. But I thought, it'd be a good way to start off with the Stinger in the 200S model. This is the 2-litre turbo 4-cylinder engine. Now, just looking at this car, it's 182 kilowatts at 6,200 RPM, 353 Newton meters at 1,400 to 4,000 RPM. So the other key thing about this car for Australia, it's rear-wheel drive as well. It's not like your traditional sort of, Japanese or other Korean cars where it's front-wheel drive.
Yep. That's
Big
right,
car,
yeah.
rear-wheel drive. I reckon, for Australia, like people that are used to traditional Falcons and Commodores.
Well, that's what this is,
Wow.
isn't it? Like dimensions-wise, rear-wheel drive.
Yeah.
Obviously, engine specs a little bit different, but this is what dominated the roads 10, 15 years ago.
Yeah.
Every corporate or company car you got, you were given one like this.
Yeah.
But it was a Holden or a Ford. This is Kia's version.
I mean, I grew up with cars like this, Commodores and Falcons, and learning to drive and big cars like this, didn't you?
This was the holiday car that you could
Yeah.
pack up because it's
Yeah.
got heaps of space for the family.
Yeah. And I think you said it before, I mean, it's been replaced by SUVs, isn't it? The big Australian family car is SUVs now.
Yes.
So,
Well, I took this, I was using it a bit on the weekend and taking it for a bit of drive and getting used to it, and took it to the zoo, went to Stronger Zoo,
Yeah.
and parked it. And I had a bit of a giggle when I looked back, because I looked back and it was just full of SUVs, because it's all families at the zoo.
Yeah.
And there was this.
Yeah.
And it was the only thing completely different to all the SUVs. It was crazy.
I mean, I reckon it's great for Kia to bring out something like this because, like you say, everybody is into SUVs now, but to have, a big family car, not many manufacturers are going down that road anymore.
Yeah, and it is a big family car, because I'm sitting here now and I'm certainly not rubbing shoulders with you.
No.
I'm way away. So.
4.8 metres long too, this thing.
Yep.
But, mate, the first impression I get is, how good does it look? Like the styling of this thing.
And I think that's why I've been excited for us to get this, because I've been seeing them on the road.
Yeah.
And they really stand out. And when I was talking to a few people about the Stinger this week, everyone was like, "Oh, I saw one of those on the road." So it's standing out. It's a really good design.
Yeah, profile-wise, I think it's got a bit of a Jag look to it, doesn't it? Yeah, like a Jaguar XJ or something like that.
It's got some really nice pieces, little vents and stuff, and it really does look like a classy car.
Yeah, and I've got to say, above anything, that for a Korean car, the quality of the materials and everything is really up there now. That's probably the only thing that I think holds a few Korean cars back compared to your traditional Japanese cars, and that it's just the quality of the materials and things like that. But this car really is, it's the game changer, I think. Mate, this one here too, value for money as an entry-level car, list price $45,990 as well. And it's pretty well equipped. Like you got,
well-spec'd car for that
leather
price.
seats, 8-speed automatic, 18-inch wheels too, 225 45 18s with Continental Sport Contact 5s on it. So they haven't skimped on quality tyres as well.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, you can get the one above this, which is a 200 SI. I think it comes with sportier seats and stuff like that. 52,990. Then you jump to the top of the range sporty one in the 4-cylinder, which is the GT line at 55,990. Now, I'm going to keep talking about the 4-cylinder version at the moment.
Yes.
Because we are going to look at the V6 later on, and we'll do another video about that one.
Yep.
But at 182 kilowatts, it's pretty good, isn't it? So.
Yep, absolutely. Yeah, no. I think driving it, it doesn't feel like that's the engine under it. When I didn't know what it was.
No, that's
when I
right.
first got in it, it's absolutely very responsive.
And that torque, the low down torque, that's very well suited for Australia, isn't it? That's what you traditionally look for in a big Aussie family car, isn't it?
Yes,
So,
absolutely. Yeah.
yeah.
There we go. Just takes off beautifully.
Yeah, yeah. Now, the car weighs a bit under 1,700 kilos and 8.8 litres per 100 kilometres combined.
Okay.
That's the fuel consumption figure there, but
Yep. 1,700 kilo cars that only use 8.8 litres per 100 k's.
Yeah.
Seemed unimaginable a while back in these sorts of cars, but
yeah.
it's very impressive.
Now, mate, you've driven this car for a couple of days, and that. What do you think? I mean, if you compare it to, like you say, your traditional Aussie family car, is it up there? Is it?
Yeah. So as a car, you know, we talked responsiveness. Engine seems just so fit for purpose, even in this 2-litre version. You know, braking, steering, all the stuff we've seen in all the Kias that we've tried, almost all of them really well suited to Australian conditions.
Yeah.
So drivability of this car is really good.
It's got the drive modes too. Did you play with that? Like
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. Yes, there's a lot of custom where you can have it in sports mode, but still easy steering and things
Yeah,
like that.
That's
so,
right.
Yeah.
And the smart mode that actually, you know, the car does it itself to transfer between eco and sport, et cetera, et cetera.
Yes.
Yeah,
That was
pretty
good
cool.
mode. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you know, as I said, I've used it in a family scenario, and it just rocked. It was fantastic. It's a really good car, family car. So for me, it's, you know, 5 out of 5 stars. It's family friendly.
Yeah.
And I suppose it's just trying to fight the fact that everyone wants an SUV rather than a sedan. But if you don't want to go the SUV route, I think this sedan just is absolutely great value for money.
Yeah, and there is fun with the car too. Like
Yes.
it's got a powerful engine for a 4-cylinder turbo, so it goes pretty well. And the looks of it, I think, you know, it does stand out. Like, people look at this car, so
Yeah,
it's
very
really
much.
good.
Yeah, every time I parked it, I was looking back at it because from different
Yeah.
angles, you really get to see
The
different
old
parts
X
of the car.
factor we talk about. That you do. You look
Yeah,
back at
this
car all
one,
the
this
time,
one
don't you?
absolutely gets that.
Yeah. I got to say though, I took it on the freeway the other day. The only thing I found, unfortunately, was that you do get a little bit of road noise at speed in this car, but it's not wind noise. It's actually the tyres, unfortunately.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like, you know, 100, 110, you do get a bit of a roar, and that was on a, you know, like a motorway around here. Yeah, that was the only, because like you drive around now, it's quiet.
Yes, I was
Yeah.
finding it particularly quiet.
Yeah, and you think the quality seems to be pretty good. There's no rattles, no squeaks in this car. It's done over 6,000 Ks, and it's pretty good. But yeah, the only thing was at speed, I found a little bit noisy on the road, so it's okay. Now, I thought the positives about this car, definitely the room. How big is this thing? Like, plenty of room in the back. The boot, because it's like a hatchback, is actually really good too.
Yes. Yep. Well, I had a car seat in it, fitted easily. There's ISO fixes at front and the back really
Yeah.
easily. Had a big pram in the back, going the way to the zoo. So, looking after my nephew, Jensen. And that fitted in easily. So, if you've got lots of stuff, this thing just rocks.
It just swallows
swallowed
it, doesn't it?
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah, that's right. Now, I think as we mentioned before, the car gets leather, power driver's seat. No lumbar support though in this model. Auto lights, Android Auto, Apple CarPlay, DAB. The Nav system in this car is a bit of an upgrade to the standard sort of Korean Hyundai Kia Nav too. It's touch screen, and you know, the graphics are a lot better in this one too.
It's very good. It's got speed alert on it, so it's spreading all the speed signs.
Yeah.
Tells you when you go over the speed limit. My daughter loved that one, so I could get told off. But yeah, no, I thought the Nav was brilliant.
Yeah. So the only thing I thought that, you know, this price, I think it's good value for money, but you do miss out on a few sort of safety features like AEB, autonomous emergency braking, not available in the base model. Lane keep assist. You know, front parking sensors aren't available in the base one. Blind spot, which I think, the only thing I think, you know, the visibility out of the back is a little narrow because of that window,
It is
isn't it?
very small,
Yeah.
little window at the back.
So I think, you know, blind spot might be a good thing for it to be standard on the car, but rear cross traffic alert, that's available on the GT model only. Auto wipers too. You don't get auto wipers on the car, on the
okay.
base one.
Yep.
Yeah, but you know, apart from that, I mean, it is pretty well equipped. It looks good. Yeah.
Yeah, I think some of those safety features you talked about are things that we would encourage people to look at getting, right, as the options, or up to the next model, especially for a family car where this is a bigger car. You know, there's a lot going on in a family car, and you know, that all those things help to make it a much more safer experience.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a jump to the next level up, but I mean, just looking at this as a 45,990 car, I think it's pretty good. Yeah.
Yep.
7-year warranty as well.
Yes. The market leader. It says a lot, right? So
Yeah,
fixed price
that's right.
servicing and 7-year warranty. It's going to be a very cheap car to own for 7 years.
Just want to put a big thank you out to our friends at Kia Australia for the loan of the Stinger, and I've got to say I am looking forward to having a drive of the twin turbo
Yeah,
V6
bring
as
it
well.
on.
Yeah,
Bring
the
it on.
GT. We'll have that in a
Yep.
couple of weeks. So it'll be interesting to see the difference between the two cars. And in the meantime, we'll see you next time.
See you guys.